Welcome to Model Monday, a series where we break down scenarios in different industries, organizations, and departments and explain how you can build a simulation of them in Process Playground.
You're running a call center. The phones are ringing, agents are busy, and some customers hang up before anyone answers. How many customers are you losing? Should you add staff? Change priorities? How do you make decisions on how to solve this problem? There's a model for that.
Let's model it. The first thing we're going to do in this model is to create some demand. So in this case, it's going to be our customer calls. Then we'll go up to the item types window. We'll create our first item type, which is going to be our first type of customer. Our first type of customer will be platinum, and in here we can change the color that will represent that item type. And then we'll create our second type of customer, which is our gold customers. Again, I'm going to come in here and change the color of that item. That's kind of a little bit orange, but we're going to go with it. So now that we've created our two types of items, we will now establish the demand for each of those types of items. So I'll double click on our demand block here and then select our platinum customer. Then I'll click on the demand time distribution, and this is going to represent the time between our arrivals. So in this case, we are going to have a platinum customer call in about once every 65 seconds. I'm going to first set it to exponential, and then I'm going to put in the mean here of 65 seconds. I'm also going to set the priority of our platinum item to 1. This is going to ensure that our platinum customers are taken care of first. Next, I'm going to come down to the bottom and add our gold customer item. I'm going to change the demand time distribution to exponential with a mean of 45 seconds. So we're going to actually have a gold customer calling in a little bit quicker than our platinum customers. Then I'm going to write out the priority here as 5. The default in this case is 5, but we would just want to make it explicit by putting a 5 in that spot. Next, I'm going to create a queue block. This is where our customers are going to be put on hold while they are waiting for an agent to pick up the call. And let's connect the two together. And then what happens is we're going to have two agents, and our customers are going to go to one of these two agents. So up on top here, I'm going to put our tier 1 agent. And we're only going to allow our gold customers to be handled by this agent. So I'll turn off allow all items, and I'll add our gold customer. Each of these gold calls, we're going to have a processing time set in this processing time distribution. We're going to set it to triangular. Then we'll have a minimum of 50 seconds, a mode of 55 seconds, and a max of 65 seconds. Then we're going to create a tier 2 agent, and this tier 2 agent can handle both our platinum customers as well as our gold customers. Because both the platinum and the gold customers can go to this agent, we could just allow all items, but in this case, I'm going to just share with you in case you wanted to do unique processing times. Here's how that could look. We're going to first turn off allow all items, then we will add the platinum item to our block, and I can put in a time here of 50, 55, 65. Then I'm going to add the gold item to the block. Although we're going to have them be exactly the same, we're going to do 50, 55, 65 for our gold as well. One of the things that can happen when people are sitting on hold is they could go, I am tired of waiting, so I'm going to hang up. So what we can do is actually create a system that is called balking, which is going to set the amount of time that people are waiting in a queue, and then we can actually kick them out to a different part of the model. So we're going to call these our lost customers. I'm going to pull out a queue here, and I'm going to rename it lost customers. Then I'm going to go back to my on hold queue, and I'm going to look at the section about balk. Balk at this time represents the amount of time a customer is willing to wait on the line before they hang up. So first, I'm going to set it to a minimum of 4 minutes. Maybe they'll wait on average about 10 minutes. And then once we get to 20 minutes, everybody is hanging up. We're going to balk based on our block cycle time, meaning how long our item is spending in this particular block. Then we're going to set the block target to our lost customers block. The next part we'll look at is our exits. So we're going to create an exit block here. And we know that from Tier 1, they're going to have only our gold calls. So we're just going to rename this Tier 1 Gold. For Tier 2, since I actually have two different customers, our Gold and our Platinum, I want to look at those statistics separately. So I'm going to create two different exit blocks, Tier 2 Gold and Tier 2 Platinum, to get the statistics for each particular item. I'm going to click off the Allow All Items, and then I'm going to add the Gold item here. Same thing for the Platinum case. I'm going to take our Tier 2 Platinum. Then I'm going to check off Allow All Items, and then we're going to add our Platinum item here. This will ensure that all of our Gold items are going to the top and our Platinum items are going to the bottom. So now that we've set this whole thing up, we're going to run our simulation, and we're going to run it for 120 minutes. I've set the speed here to 32 times so that we can speed through this model very quickly. Okay, so now let's take a look at the results. If I double click on this exit block, I can go to the results, and I'm going to choose count and the total lead time, which is going to tell me about how long items spent going through this entire process on average. And then I'm going to click apply to all exit blocks. This is just going to put all of those settings on each of those other exit blocks. Next, I'm going to take a look at our activity blocks. Maybe in this case, I want to turn on the number of servers as well as our block cycle time, or how long on average customers were spending in this activity, our runtime, and then our idle time. I'm going to apply also this to all of our activity blocks. Finally, I want to look at this on hold queue. I don't really want to look at this lost customers queue, but we can take a look at just this on hold queue. So what was the average length over the entire simulation, as well as how many were waiting at the maximum time, and then maybe I also want that block cycle time, how long items were spending in this particular block. So in a nutshell, that's the call center model, but the real value is in what you can experiment with. By allowing flow to exit the system, balking lets you see demand you'd otherwise miss, whether that's callers hanging up, customers abandoning a checkout, or patients leaving a waiting room. From here, you can start to ask real design questions. Do I want to reduce lost demand? Should I change how the work is routed? Or does adding capacity in one role help more than adding capacity in the other? Those are the kinds of trade-offs this model is built to explore. That's the model. Now go experiment. Happy modeling!